Hello, welcome to Growing Older and Wiser, and I'm Krista Gibson, your host. So today I would like to talk about innocence. You know, as we grow older, we get more and more of a past. And a lot of times people, myself included, we carry a feeling of guilt or wrongness about things that we did or didn't do in our past. And I think from the people I've met and that I've talked to over the years, many older people carry a lot of guilt on their shoulders and a lot of, gee, I wish I had done that differently sort of a thing. And what I'm here to talk about today is, can we get back in touch with our innocence? You know, when we were kids and we made a quote unquote mistake, we were kind of innocent, and yeah, somebody told us it was wrong. Maybe we got spanked or whatever. Given your age, I got spanked. But there was still this underlying innocence. You know, we didn't believe at that point that we were the mistake. And I think as we grow older and through our lives, we've done tons of things that are right, quote unquote right, but we have these goofs, you know, things we wish we had done differently. And what I would like to suggest is finding a way that works for you to get back in touch with your own innocence, because there is still this little kid inside who is innocent. You know, he or she hasn't done anything wrong. They've played, they've, done things quote unquote right, quote unquote wrong, but at the bottom of it all, there's innocence. Now, one of the ways that I use to get in touch with my innocence, and to be honest, I wasn't always aware that this was one of the results of what I was doing. And the more I look at it, the more I get in touch with what I'm doing, I realize I'm getting back in touch with my own innocence. And I'm not going to use the word inner child, because many of us were abused as children in one way or another. And if not abused, at least treated in ways that weren't always the best. And so I want to go beyond the inner child and go to our innocence, that part of us that was innocent and is still innocent. One of the ways that I find to get back in touch with that part of myself is by playing. And how do I play? Well, I play now with drawing and with watercolors and going through magazines and cutting out pretty pictures. But the other way that I play, I've recently pulled out my auto harp. I was raised on music and studied music in college and could have gone on. I was good enough, so my teacher said, to be a concert pianist if I wanted to be, and I didn't. So I didn't do that. But music, I love music. So I've pulled out my auto harp not long ago. I haven't played it, since way before I moved. It was seriously out of tune. So I got it back in tune. But when I play it, it's just in innocence. So I hit wrong notes. Who cares? Well, I care, but you know what I mean. And the other way is by playing with my dog. We have games we play with her that we did from when she was a puppy. One of us will hide somewhere in the house while she's outside, and the other will bring her in and tell her to find Krista. Where's Krista? Find Krista. And she runs through the room looking for me, and then she finds me, and I praise her, and sometimes she gets a little treat. But I recently bought something called the Wicked Egg, and it's put out by a company called Cheerble, Cheerble. But if you Google Wicked Egg for dogs or cats, I don't know if they have it for cats, it's shaped like an egg, and it has a electronic part that you can, power up with your computer. So it's not a toy. It's one to be supervised and played with the dog. But it has settings, and it wobbles, and it makes noises, and it whistles, and it flashes lights, and it has a little door that gives out treats. And so there's 3 levels to it, and you put the treats in and you set the level of difficulty. And first level, it's easy to get the treats to come out, and each time you up the level, it's harder. Well, it is so much fun to put that down on the floor, have it loaded with the treats, and watch her, and watch her play. And it brings out my innocence and my playfulness. Maybe you have cats. Cats are great, just watching them play or doing an interactive toy with them, that sort of thing. And if you don't do animals and don't like animals, that's okay. There's other ways. What brings you totally in touch with your innocence? what reminds you of that part of yourself that's never done anything wrong, never will do anything wrong, and that just delights in colors and sounds and nature and flowers and trees. And find whatever that is that sparks that innocence, and spend time in that place as much as you can every day, and be playful, explore, look at life through that lens, and see if you can't reawaken your innocent self. And once you do that, then start applying that innocence, or that feeling of innocence, to more of the things that you do in life, so that more things become fun rather than drudgery. More things become I get to do it rather than I have to do it. You don't have to gird your loins every time you turn around. That you can approach the everyday things of life with just a little bit more frivolity, a little bit more sense of fun and innocence. And that is a way to grow older and wiser. Give it a try, and talk to me in the comments section. Let me know what you did or didn't do and how it worked for you. I'll see you next week. Have a great one being innocent and playful.